Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. We begin in the name of Almighty Allah, the most magnificent, the ever merciful. We glorify Him, we praise Him, we elevate His name as He ought to be elevated. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I extend to you the eternal and the universal salutation of peace. May the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be upon you.
It's 5:01 a.m.
Pleasant good morning going out to you on this beautiful, beautiful Friday morning. It is, of course, the day of Jum'ah. It is, of course, the end of the week. We're heading towards the weekend very, very quickly. How has your week been thus far? I hope all has been well. Of course, you can let me know via the WhatsApp number 2994-103. As always, I do pray that you are be well, the best of spirits, enjoying a period of happiness and prosperity. I'm your host and brother in humanity, Imam Safraz Ghani, here in your company once again on this auspicious and very holy day of Friday, the day of Jum'ah here in Trinidad and Tobago. May Allah continue to bless you and yours, and may we continue to be showered with His eternal blessings in every aspect of our lives. I want to take the opportunity as well to say a very special thank you going out to Pandit Shivan Hari Prasad for those beautiful and wonderful words of inspiration and motivation. And as we always do, we wish him a safe and a speedy trip back home. All praises are due to Almighty Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the magnificent, the merciful, Master of the Day of Judgment. O Allah, it is you that we worship, and from you only do we ask for help. Guide us to the straight path, the path of those upon whom you have bestowed your favor, not the path of those who have evoked your anger, nor the path of those who have gone astray. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Today's Islamic date is the 29th day in the month of Safar, which of course is the second month on the Islamic calendar. And today being the 29th day, of course, that means that we'll be looking for the moon later on this evening. If the moon is sighted, this month, the second month on the Islamic calendar, will come to an end. If the moon is not sighted, we'll have one extra day, which will be tomorrow. And then the first day of the third month will then be on the Sunday. So it's all pending based on the sighting of the moon coming up a bit later on this evening. The moon this evening, by the way, will be roughly about 20 and a half hours old. So as we look to the horizons, and let's see what happens if we can see the moon, that this month will come to an end. If not, then this month will have one extra day, and then we'll be rolling over to the new month, the month of Rabiul Awwal, which is in itself a very special month on the Islamic calendar. Today also coincides with the third Friday in the month of September 2023. So the days are going by, the weeks are rolling over, the months are rolling over. The question is, what are you doing with your life? Is it that you're making your life meaningful? Let's hope that Almighty Allah continues to bless us in every possible way. As we continue on and we commence the journey of the day of Jum'ah here in Trinidad and Tobago, allow me now to take the opportunity to welcome you live on air on the internet and, of course, live on Facebook as well for this weekly program titled Soul Inspirations. Your program for inspiration, information, education, and entertainment. Lots to look forward to on the program this morning. By all means, do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM. This is Soul Inspirations, and I'm yours truly, Imam Safraz Ghani.
तू ही तो चाहत मेरी, तू है मेरा सुकून, तू ही तो राहत मेरी, तू है मेरा जुनून, तू ही रातों में है मेरी, तू ही बातों में है मेरी, किसी और को नहीं, मैं बस तुझको ही मानूं, तेरा मैं हो जाऊं, रब्बा मैं क्या करूं, तेरी ही बात कहूं, रब्बा मैं क्या करूं सजदे सर झुकता है रब्बा मैं क्या करूं तेरा मैं हो जाऊं रब्बा मैं क्या करूं
It's 5:06 a.m.
चाहत मुझे दे दे जन्नत मुझे दे दे मेरी बातों में यादों में तू रब्बा तू है मेरा
5:06 a.m.
सोनिया वे रब्बा तेरी इबादत करूं रात दिन
It's 5:06 a.m.
मेरे सोनिया अख मेरी तरस दिया सोनी जन्नत विच तेनू तकलीफा तेरा मैं हो जाऊं रब्बा मैं क्या करूं तेरी ही बात कहूं रब्बा मैं क्या करूं सजदे सर झुकता है रब्बा मैं क्या करूं तेरा मैं हो जाऊं रब्बा मैं क्या करूं Nobody can take away my pyar for you. Your love and your
5:07
love
a.m.
is the one that's true. Everybody go to सा नहीं जानते I think so forever तू सा नहीं थकदे शुक्र तेरा रब्बा तेरा मैं हो जाऊं रब्बा मैं क्या करूं
You are tuned into Soul Inspirations on 103.1 FM with yours truly, Imam Safaz Ghani. And as always, I must say it's an absolute honor and, of course, a personal pleasure once again to be in your company for around about the next hour or so. May Almighty Allah continue to bless you and yours. May He speak with all the blessings of the Almighty upon you. The mercies of Almighty Allah rain upon you and yours. I want to take the opportunity as well to say a very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this morning is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of Adams Project Management and Construction Limited, located at the Industrial Estates out there in Arima. Contact number 645-832
It's 5:08 a.m.
639-144. Island Chicken Meats and Poultry Processors, located at number 47 Caroni Savannah Road out there in Charleville. Contact numbers 471-3850, 382-5418. Nicer Brand Products Limited at number 23 Bokar Road out there in Canupia. Contact number 665-3078, 665-3079. And F&A Hardware and Shopping Center, located at number 280 Roshad Douglas Road out there in Barrowpore. Contact number 277-8000. Just as a reminder, you can send me a message this morning via the WhatsApp number 2994103. Also, you can catch a live stream of this morning's program on the Facebook page, Soul Inspirations Facebook page, and also on my YouTube channel as well. If you click onto Imam
It's
Safaz
5:09 a.m.
you can view a live stream of this morning's program. On the program this morning, of course, we've got a very, very intriguing segment, as always, lined up for you. We kick-start it with our short inspirational segment, followed by the early morning call to prayer. And as we work our way through the course of the program, you can expect a few beautiful Islamic renditions. And as we go through the course of the program, coming up towards the end, as we get into the lecture segment, we'll be talking about the importance of finding yourself. So lots to look forward to as we get going on the program this morning. Once again, I say Assalamu alaikum going out to you. And your Jummah Mubarak. May the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be upon
الصبح بدا من طلعته والليل دجى من وفرته है नूरे साहर चेहरे से तेरे और शब की रौनक जुल्फों से
It's 5:11 a.m.
अल्लाहु 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 अल्लाह अल्लाहु 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 अल्लाह कंजुल करमी मौलन नियामी अदिल उममी शरीअतिही नेमत का खजीना है मौला गंजीना है रहमत है आका हादी है तमामी उम्मती के हो रहनुमा है शरीयत के अल्लाहु 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 अल्लाह अल्लाहु 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 अल्लाह سقط الشجر نطق الحجر شق القمر بإشارته उंगली के इशारे पैर चले हिजाज से पत्थर बोल उठे और चांद हुआ है दो टुकड़े अंगुष्ठ के इशारे से अल्लाहु 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 अल्लाह جبريل أتى ليلة أسرى والرب دعا في حضرته जिब्रील आमी पैगामे खुदा
It's 5:13 a.m.
लेकर आए थे शबे असरा अल्लाहु 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 अल्लाह अल्लाहु 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 अल्लाह فوسيلتنا هو سيدنا والعز لنا بجامته الله 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 لا إله إلا الله.
Allah's blessings and mercies on this beautiful Friday morning. So once again, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for a blessed day. We thank Allah for a new week and all the blessings that He has bestowed upon us. As we welcome the gift of a brand new day, it's very important to understand that you are given this life because you are strong enough to live it. Whatever you are going through at this point, whatever you are going through at this moment, you should understand
It's 5:15 a.m.
going through what you are going through because Allah has blessed you with the strength to get through that particular thing. Allah mentions in the Quran that we never place upon a person that burden that he cannot bear. So whatever you are going through, it is important that you always keep eye on the purpose of your life. The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give that gift to others. And it's very important to understand as we go through the journey of our lives that we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. So as you go through the journey of your life, create such a life that feels good on the inside, not one that just
It's 5:16 a.m.
inside. And if you can connect deeply with the Almighty, I can tell you that there is no greater feeling in this world. So I want to say to you this morning, may Allah bless you this day. May He bless you this upcoming day. May He open all doors for you. May He remove all obstacles from your path. May He grant you the courage and the forbearance to deal with all of the challenges that may come your way this day. I want to take the opportunity as well to say a very special thank you going on to the sponsors. The program this morning is being brought to you through the
It's 5:17 a.m.
Products Limited of number 23 Brokar Road out there in Canupia. Contact number 665-3078, 665-3079. F&A Hardware and Shopping Center located at number
It's 5:17 a.m.
Douglas Road out there in Barrow. Contact number 2778000. Island Chicken Meats and Poultry Processors located
It's 5:17 a.m.
Currently Savannah Road out there in Charleville. Contact numbers 471-3850, 3825-418, and the original Barbecue Hut Limited, located at number 85 to 89, Cipero Road, Victoria Village, out there in San Fernando. Contact number 657.
It's 5:17 a.m.
With that being said, our inspirational segment is coming up very, very shortly. By all means, do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM. This is Soul Inspirations, and I'm yours truly, Imam Safraz Gan. So there is a saying that I want to start with this morning, and the saying goes that if you can't control the current of the river, then don't fight it. Simply go with the flow. If you can't control the current of the river, then don't fight it. Simply go with the flow. And on that note, let me share with you this. There was once a saint who was walking from one town to another with a few of his followers. While they were traveling, they happened to pass by a lake. They decided to stop there for a rest. The saint then said to one of his disciples, "I am thirsty. Can you please get me some water from the lake over there?" The disciple got up, walked over to the lake, but then when he got there, he realized and he noticed that some people were washing their clothing in the water. And right at that moment, a farmer and his horse cart started crossing the lake right at the edge of the water. As a result of this, the water became very muddy and very murky. So the disciple thought, how can I give this muddy water to my leader to drink? So he went back and he told the saint that the water in the river is very muddy and I don't think that it is fit to drink at all. So the saint said, okay, fine. Let us take a little rest right here under the tree. After about half an hour, the saint again sent the same disciple to the lake to fetch some water to drink. The disciple obediently went back to the lake. This time, he found that the lake had absolutely clear water in it. The people went away. The horse cart went about its way as well. And the mud had eventually settled down. And the water above looked really calm and clean, fit to drink. So he collected some of the water in a pot and he brought it back to the saint. The saint looked at the water and then he looked at the disciple and he said, you see, you let the water be and the mud settled down on its own. You ended up with clear water after all, and it didn't require any effort on your behalf. Your mind is also like that river. When it is disturbed, it becomes murky, which makes it difficult to see things clearly. Learn to let things be. Give a little time, and it will settle down on its own. You don't have to put any effort to calm it down. You can see clearly, judge, and make the best decisions of your life. Stay calm, and make when you can just let things be. Sometimes in life, the best approach is to take a step back, not get worked up, not get carried away, and leave things in the hands of the Almighty and just let things be. Sometimes life has a funny way of smoothing itself out. But with that being said, it's not always easy to let things be. It's not always easy to go with the flow sometimes. But sometimes in life, it is absolutely necessary that you go with the flow to be able to live the best version of your life. There will always be things you cannot control. The more you attempt to do so, the more frustrated you will become. When you just let things be and you go with the flow, it becomes easier for you to stay in the present moment and appreciate everything that is around you. When you're going with the flow, you are automatically allowing yourself to experience things as they are. In life, we all have a tendency to try to control every aspect of our lives as we see fit. But we can't always have the things our way. We can't always have the things we want. Life will always be full of unexpected turns. There is no way of going around that fact. By going with the flow, you are letting go of the need to control, and you're becoming more present in your life. Whatever happens will happen. You're just allowing yourself to accept that. And since you can't control the problem any further, going with the flow means coming into acceptance that that's just the way things are. Know that you are not in control of everything. The ultimate controller is the Almighty Himself. In life, it is all good and well to have a plan for every aspect of your life, but sometimes it is important to acknowledge that I am not the best of planners. The Almighty, He is the best of planners. There are certain things in our lives, certain things in your life that you have absolutely no control over. For those things, for those aspects, you just let things be. Go with the flow and have trust that the Almighty will work things out in your favor. So this morning I want to share with you 3 main benefits of leaving things in Allah's control and just letting them be. Number 1, if you can let things be, you become much more of a calmer individual. The more you try to control certain aspects of your life, the more frustrated you will become. And this will affect your overall health entirely. The more you go with the flow, the calmer and the happier you become. When you attempt to get things your way, you'll become more stressed. And that in itself will affect the mental state of the individual. When you just let things be, leave it in the control of the Almighty, then you can rest assured and you can rest easy and have faith that He will take care of all situations. Number 2, if you can leave things in the hands of the Almighty, you will live your better life. You will live your best life. Going with the flow and leaving things in the hands of the Almighty means that you get to experience things and memories as they are. Life, of course, will surprise you with many things. But that is the one determining factor of what life is primarily about. Finally, if you are able to leave things in the hands of the Almighty and accept things the way they are, you become more resilient. When you go with the flow, you learn to become resilient and accept that not everything will go in your favor. In fact, you will learn to adjust to even the most difficult situations that occur and have the mental capacity to get through them. In a nutshell, Not everyone has the capacity to go with the flow. That is something that you have to train yourself to accept. However, it can change your life if you don't allow yourself to become too worked up over situations, and when you just go through the motions and leave it in the hands of the Almighty and accept whatever decisions He makes. And finally, most importantly, going with the flow, leaving things in the hands of the Almighty changes your perspective, makes you more grateful for the experiences and moments. And instead of frowning over everything that you lack in your life, you now trust in the Almighty. So the simple lesson for this morning is learn to let things be, because you are not the ultimate controller. Allah is. And if you hand over your affairs to Him, He will deliver you in the best possible manner. At this point in the program, we now go to the early morning call to prayer. The early morning call to prayer is brought to you this morning with kind courtesies of Absolute Investments Limited of Monroe Road in California.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على حي على الصلاة حي على حي على
A very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this morning is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of Absolute Investments Limited of Monroe Road in Canopia, Trinilink Solutions Limited located at Waterloo Road in Arouca, and of course you can check them out for all of your IT sales, solutions and services Contact number 7884-186. The Price Club Supermarket located at Ramsaran Street in Chagonas. Contact number 671-7777. Point Fortune Hardware Limited Wholesale Division located at Frederick Settlements out there in Caroni. Contact number 662-1233-678-0857. And Automation Performance Trinidad Limited for all of your genuine hardware replacement parts located at number 114 to number 116 El Socorro Road out there in San Juan. Contact number 674-1073. With that being said, our lecture segment is coming up in a very, very short while. By all means, do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM. This is Soul Inspirations. And I'm yours truly, Imam Safrizgan.
يا من هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الرحمن الرحيم الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر الخالق البارئ المصور الغفار القهار الوهاب الرزاق الفتاح العليم القابض الباسط الخافض الرافع المعز المذل السميع البصير الحكم اللطيف الخبير الحليم العظيم الغفور الشكور العلي الكبير الحفيظ المقيم الحسيب الجليل الكريم الرقيب المجيب الواسع الحكيم الودود المجيد الباعث الشهيد الحق المتين القوي المتين الولي الحميد المحسن المبدي المعين المحيي المميت الحي القيوم الواجد الماجد الواحد الصبر القادر المقتدر المقدم المؤخر الأول الآخر الظاهر الباطن الوالي المستعان الباقي التواب المنتقم العفو الرؤوف المالك الملك ذو الجلال والإكرام المكسر الجامع الغني المغني المانع الرافع النور الهادي البديع الباقي الوارث الرشيد الصبور
लब पे आती है दुआ बन के तमन्ना मेरी लब पे आती है दुआ बन के तमन्ना मेरी जिंदगी शम्मा की सूरत हो खुदाया मेरी जिंदगी शम्मा की सूरत हो खुदाया मेरी हो मेरे दम से यूं ही मेरे वतन की जीनत हो मेरे दम से यूं ही मेरे वतन की जीनत जिस तरह फूल से होती है चमन की जीनत जिस तरह फूल से होती है चमन की जीनत जिंदगी हो मेरी परवान की सूरत या रब जिंदगी हो मेरी परवान की सूरत या रब इल्म की शम्मा से हो मुझको मोहब्बत या रब इल्म की शम्मा से हो मुझको मोहब्बत या रब हो मेरा काम गरीबों की हिमायत करना दर्दमंदों से ज़ईफ़ों से मोहब्बत करना मेरे अल्लाह बुराई से बचाना मुझको नेक जो राह हो उस राह पे चलाना मुझको नेक जो राह हो उस राह पे चलाना मुझको मेरे अल्लाह बुराई से बचाना मुझको नेक जो राह हो उस राह पे चलाना मुझको लब पे आती है दुआ बन के तमन्ना मेरी जिंदगी शम्मा की सूरत हो खुदाया मेरी लब पे आती है दुआ बन के तमन्ना मेरी जिंदगी शम्मा की सूरत हो खुदाया मेरी Allah has given me a cotton candy sky, a little bit of blue, pink, purple and white. I sometimes see the gray and I sometimes feel the rain, but I'll see the colors of the cotton candy sky again. I see the red of my mother's love, the true blue of my father's hugs. I see the orange of my siblings' smile. I see the pink and the white of the love of my life, and the deep, deep green that our children bring are the coolness of my eyes. For Allah has given me a cotton candy sky, a little bit of blue, pink, purple and white. I sometimes see the gray and I sometimes feel the rain, but I'll see the colors of the cotton candy sky again. Whenever I am down, I look up to the sky and I see the signs from Allah Most High. Most of all, I see light, endless light upon light. Mercy from Allah, who is yours and mine. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Rabbul Alameen. Bismillah, and again I begin. Allah has given me a cotton candy sky, a little bit of blue, pink, purple and white. I sometimes see the gray and I sometimes feel the rain, but I'll see the colors of the cotton candy sky again. I see the yellow like a sunflower smile of an orphan girl who says Alhamdulillah, or a mother who lost her child. Sees him waiting on a throne of gold so high, or a father who holds his stride, working hard every day and is firm in his faith, burning bright like a beautiful crimson flame. Says Allah, keep my family safe. For Allah has given me a cotton candy sky, a little bit of blue, pink, purple, and white. I sometimes see the gray and I sometimes feel the rain, but I see the colors of the cotton candy sky again. Whenever I am down, I look up to the sky and I see the signs from Allah Most High. Most of all, I see light, endless light upon light. Mercy from Allah, who is yours and mine. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Rabb al-Alameen. Bismillah, and again I begin.
Of course, there are times, both yours and mine, when the tears in our eyes sting and blur out the light. But these lows bring the highs of the strength I have inside to always see my cotton candy sky.
For Allah has given me a cotton candy sky, a little bit of blue, pink, purple, and white. I sometimes see the gray and I sometimes feel the rain, but I'll see the colors of the cotton candy sky again.
Welcome back. I'm yours truly, Imam Safar Ghani, host of this weekly program titled Soul Inspirations, your program for inspiration, information, education, and entertainment on this beautiful Friday morning. It is, of course, the day of Jum'ah, a very blessed day. During the course of the week, it is also the end of the week. And like I mentioned earlier on the program, we are coming towards the end of this Islamic month as well, today being the 29th day of the month of Safar. Later on this evening, of course, we'll be looking for the moon, and that then will determine whether the new month will begin from this evening or whether it will begin from Saturday evening. At this point in the program, we now get into the lecture segment, and like I mentioned earlier on this morning, we're talking about the importance of finding yourself, self-discovery. And self-discovery is important because it helps you quite simply to live more of a meaningful life. You learn how to take better care of yourself when you understand yourself. Plus, you might find a more fulfilling life if you are connected to your true self. And on that note, let me share with you this. There was once a traveler slowly walking along a road when all of a sudden he hears the sound of a galloping horse approaching from behind. He turns around to see a man riding a horse moving swiftly towards his direction. When the man eventually reached closer, the traveler asked him, "Where are you going?" To which the man replies, "I don't know. Why don't you ask the horse?" And after saying this, he rides away. The moral of the story: the horse in the story represents your subconscious mind. The subconscious mind runs on past conditioning, and it is nothing more but a computer program. If you are lost in the program controls you and leads you wherever it likes. Instead, when you become self-aware, you start becoming aware of the program itself, and you start looking at life objectively. And once you become aware of the program, you start to control the program and not the other way around. The moment you find yourself in the midst of the jungle of the world, only then can you really begin to progress in life. The world we live in has a really funny way of dashing your hopes, as a result of which you then lose yourself. You start off in life cheerful, trusting, enthusiastic, optimistic, but then, like they say, life happens. And as you really begin to experience what life has to throw at you, little by little, unfortunately, your cheerfulness, your trust, your enthusiasm, and your optimism all leaks away from you, leaving you in the state of nothing more than an empty shell, resulting in you losing yourself. When the world disappoints you, you lose optimism and enthusiasm. When the world hurts you, you lose trust. When the world deceives you, you lose hope. And when the world plunges you into the depths of hopelessness, you tend to lose faith. When you are tossed around by the trials of the world, you tend to lose yourself. It is highly imperative, as life happens, that you do not allow yourself to become lost in the sea of trials and tribulations. Sometimes you become so lost that you simply have to take a step back, truly find yourself again, before you can then move forward. Almighty Allah mentions in the Quran in chapter 5, verse 105. Almighty Allah says, "O you who believe, you are responsible for your own souls. You are responsible for your own selves. He who has strayed cannot harm you if you are rightly guided. And so Allah is your return, all of you, and He will then inform you of what you used to do." So life can sometimes become very, very turbulent. The message this morning is, do not lose yourself. This morning I want to share with you 3 steps to finding yourself. Number 1, if you have lost yourself in the world, have faith and courage. Don't be fazed by life. In life, situations are meant to happen. So learn to accept that and learn to understand that that's just part and parcel of life. Have the courage to continue to move forward. Have the courage to always try to become a better person. Have the courage and the faith to remain connected to the Almighty. Do not lose your enthusiasm. Do not lose your cheerfulness. Do not lose your trust. And above all, do not ever lose your soul. And if for some reason you end up on the wrong end of the stick for doing the right thing, Almighty Allah will open better doors for you in the future. And sometimes as you go through life, you try your best to do all the right things. You try your best to tick all the boxes and to do everything right. But then for some reason you end up on the wrong end of the stick. If that be the case, I say to you that without a shadow of a doubt, Allah will open better doors for you in the future. Number 2, be prepared in life to step out of your comfort zone. Not everywhere you go in the world, you're going to be greeted by the warmth of your comfort zone. So a very simple example, if you are accustomed to 3 spoons of sugar in your tea, if at some point you are only able to have 2 spoons of sugar, or you're only able to have 1 spoon of sugar or none, do not allow those situations to faze you. When you're thrown out of your comfort zone, do not become fazed. Be prepared in life to step out of your comfort zone, because life can throw all sorts of things towards your direction. And finally, do not allow anyone to hinder your progress in life, because your progress, that is your greatest project, and that is something which has to be ongoing until the day you die. Do not for one day say to yourself that I have achieved, I have accomplished, and that's it. Always be searching for greater heights of spirituality, of greater heights of becoming a better person, a better individual. And do not show your weaknesses to others, because there are many people who are waiting to pinpoint and to find your weakness so that they can use that against you. There are many people who are sitting by, waiting for you to crack so that they can take advantage of the situation. So be strong, have courage and faith, be prepared to step out of your comfort zone and continue to progress forward. And that is the best way that you can find yourself. One person rightly said, the best way you can find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. The only journey that is worthwhile is the journey of finding yourself. And sometimes in life, you find yourself in the middle of nowhere. And sometimes, in the middle of nowhere, you tend to find yourself. May Allah continue to bless us all. May Allah continue to give us the ability to continue to move forward with all that is good in this world. May He protect us from all that is harmful, from all that is evil.
मैं भटका हुआ था, परेशान था मैं, सहारा भी मुझको मिला था न कोई। तुझे मैंने सबके दिलों में जो ढूंढा, मिला मुझको अपने ही दिल के किनारे। या अल्लाह या अल्लाह या अल्लाह या रहीम या करीम। I know I'm waiting for some. I know make me strong. Oh, I'm waiting. करीम माफ कर दे मुझको भी, तू ही तो बस मेरे है सबसे करीब। हाँ करीब लगा के ये दिल मैंने दुनिया से देखा, फिर ऐसा हुआ दिल लगाया ये तुझसे। न दर में न शहर में न अपने ही घर में, मिला जो सुकून कलब तेरे घर में। या अल्लाह या अल्लाह या अल्लाह या रहीम या करीम। या रहीम या करीम माफ कर दे मुझको भी, तू ही तो बस मेरे है सबसे करीब। हाँ करीम या रहीम या करीम माफ कर दे मुझको भी, तू ही तो बस मेरे है सबसे करीब। हाँ करीम या रहीम या करीम माफ कर दे मुझको भी, तू ही तो बस मेरे है सबसे करीब। हाँ करीम या रहीम। I know I'm waiting for something to happen to me. This waiting comes with trials and challenges. Nothing in life is free. I wish that somehow you tell me out aloud that on that day I'll be okay. But we'll never know, 'cause that's not the way it works. Help me find my way. My Lord, show me right from wrong. Give me life, make me strong. I know the road is long. Make me strong. Sometimes it just gets too much. I feel that I've lost touch. I know the road is long. make me strong. I know I'm waiting for something to happen to me. This waiting comes with trials and challenges. Nothing in life is free. I wish that somehow you tell me out aloud that on that day I'll be okay. But we'll never know, 'cause that's not the way it works. Help me find my way. My Lord, show me right from wrong. Give me light, make me strong. I know the road is long. Make me strong. Sometimes it just gets too much. I feel that I've lost touch. I know the road is long. Make me strong.
As we're coming to the end of the program for this morning, I want to take the opportunity to say a very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this morning is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of the Price Club Supermarket, located at Ramsaran Street out there in Shagonas. Contact number 671-7777. Trinilink Solutions Limited, located at Waterloo Road out there in Aruka. And of course, you can check them out for all of your IT sales, solutions, and services. Contact number 788-4186. Point Fortune Hardware Limited, Wholesale Division, located at Frederick Settlement in Caroni. Contact number 662-1233-678-0857. Adams Project Management and Construction Limited, located at number 66 Omera Industrial Estate out there in Arima. Contact number 645-8326-663-9144. The Original Barbecue Hut Limited, located at number 85 to 89 Sipera Road, Victoria Village out there in San Fernando. Contact number 657-9429. Absolute Investments Limited of Monroe Road in Canupia. And Auto Nations Performance Trinidad Limited, for all of your genuine Honda replacement parts, located at number 114 to number 116 El Socorro Road out there in San Juan. Contact number 674-1073. I want to take the opportunity as well to say a very special salam and greetings of peace going out to you, our listeners and viewers who join us on the program this morning, and to everyone who messaged on the program, both locally and internationally. Thank you so much for your messages. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, this hour with me this morning. I'm absolutely humbled by all of the messages that I received throughout the course of the program, both on WhatsApp and also on the Facebook feed live as well. I say to you, may the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be upon you and yours. Of course, it was an absolute pleasure to be in your company over the past hour or so. By all means, you can catch me next week Friday from 5 a.m. as we bring to you another segment of Soul Inspirations, your program for inspiration, information, education, and entertainment. I'm your host and brother in humanity, Imam Safraz Ghani, signing out for this morning. Until next week Friday, please do have an extremely blessed day. Please do have an extremely blessed weekend. Please stay safe and stay in the mercy of Almighty Allah. Much love. May the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be with you. Up next is News at 6, followed by Prabhat. By all means, do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM for more inspirational and motivational programming throughout the course of today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Trinidad and Tobago, our country, our motherland. She nurtures us.